what's up, everybody?
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. Good
Another
morning.
episode of Nostalgia Power. Oh my
Right.
God.
Happy belated Thanksgiving to everybody.
Yes.
We're like the Thanksgiving post show, right? So everybody all turkeyed out by now?
I don't know. Anybody still tasting it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually didn't have turkey. Can you believe that? We went to a buffet.
Oh, I envy
Really?
you.
Isn't that
Not
crazy?
like on the Christmas Story, one
Not
of
at
the
all.
Chinese buffets.
But the Santa Claus, like Tim Allen kind of started this, like when he took like the single dad. I think I'd be a great single dad. Like,
But don't tell me you took her to Denny's. Right?
no, I know my mom and I went to a buffet together and I got French toast. It was
That's
great.
awesome.
Your Thanksgiving dinner was French toast?
French toast, eggs, hash browns.
Oh, I'm coming to yours next.
That's awesome.
It was
Phil.
fun.
That's
Yeah.
a different way of doing it. That's unique.
I can't stand turkey. Never did. I hate it.
Really?
Yeah. I hate it.
See, I like it. I'm happy with it like one time a year. You know what I mean? Because I enjoy all like the traditional Thanksgiving parts of the dinner, the stuffing and the sweet potatoes, all that stuff.
Yeah, that I do. Yep.
And but I'm turkeyed out because that's what we did the last 2 days. We had Thursday all day at my sister's house, Friday all day at my wife's cousin's house. So yeah, we've had 2 Thanksgivings 2 days in a row, and I think we're supposed to have one here next weekend for my wife's other side of the family. But I think that's kind of like manifested itself. Next weekend's I don't even want to admit this, but it's my 40th birthday. So it's kind of
Next week already.
Wow.
It's kind of turned into that. So
Dun, dun.
yeah, no, I shouldn't say that.
Big
on camera.
4-0.
I keep telling people I'm 28, but
Yeah. I've been
gray hair is starting to
Now you
suggest
know what I
otherwise.
do? Here's what I do. Anytime someone asks my age, I say, well, I just turned 60. They say, wow, you look good for 60. So now I just keep going up further and just work my way back. You know?
That's a good way, a smart way to do it.
Yeah.
So what? So Phil, you went out on Thanksgiving. Jesse, did you guys have Thanksgiving at your house, or you go places?
I went to my
keep it low
parents'
key?
house. I went to my parents' house and I go to my parents' house every year for Thanksgiving, and it was nice. It was a nice, quiet Thanksgiving. There wasn't really much noteworthy to say about it. I mean, I wasn't like Phil. I wasn't going out for Black Friday or anything like that. I was like, that's there. I live vicariously through Phil now when it comes.
I
to
do too.
Yeah, there's no need to go out anymore.
Like Phil does it all for us. Like
Yeah.
he goes to all the stores and it's like, okay,
Yep.
goes to all the right sections. He's perfect. I mean,
Phil has become my legs and my eyes.
right,
Anyway,
exactly.
yeah.
Like me, I'm on
Hey,
my
and that was
board.
that was pre-coffee too. When we went to Kohl's, that was pre-coffee. Like I was already like 2 minutes late, and they handed out those that Kohl's cash right when you got there. Like there's an incentive of getting.
I saw that. I was so hoping when you opened up that card that there was going to be that you won something else and it wasn't just Kohl's cash. I was so hoping because you were on camera and it was like, imagine if it would have been something like huge. It would have been awesome.
I know. And
So there was giveaways involved in that. Like there were,
everyone
like,
got
actual,
a scratch off. Yeah, there might have been.
What kind
100.
of stuff were they raffling, or what could?
No,
you have won?
it was everyone wins. You were guaranteed $5 Kohl's cash for getting there that early. And it could have been. I didn't really look at it. I was when there's music playing, I can't get the clip in, so I was like focusing on that, trying to get to the countercades, and had all that on my mind. So I just saw the $5, but there was something bigger. I just didn't see it.
So what did you end up getting? You got your tip, 5% off. Is that all it was, or $5 or?
I bought a Nike. So I made a list. Like I said, why buy now? Because you're getting $10 Kohl's cash. You might as well get the 15. So I got a Nike zip up hoodie, excuse me, and an Under Armour waffle long sleeve shirt. I wanted to buy that class of 81 Countercade.
I knew exactly what you got when you walked out because you were holding that bag. I was like, "Yep, I know what you got." Phil's been looking at those for a while. Those are. Imagine if you want a KI cab.
Hey,
that would be something.
Yeah. Imagine if you want a KI cab and you just happen to already have KI.
Yeah, or even better, a Jurassic Park pinball, huh?
And then you turn around and sell it because you're a scumbag. Imagine that.
Yes,
Yeah, we
I agree.
Imagine.
People don't do that kind of stuff.
keep the deal too.
Speaking of pinball and scumbags,
Segue.
Yep.
have you guys seen the At Games Star Trek pinball theming the Star Trek pinball after Star Trek 2009? I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm not into pinball at all. Okay. I'm not, I've never really been a fan. I've dabbled with it every now and then, but I could care less about pinball. But even I, like everybody else in the community, was excited for Star Trek The Next Generation. If they came out with a Star Trek The Next Generation pinball, I would have bought one. In fact, I was planning on maybe at some point getting one. But when I saw this, I was like, At Games has lost their way. They're listening to Michael S.
thinking?
from iArcade. They're listening to Michael, and they're nerfing. They're bring your own games options on the At Games family of products are all ruined now, and now the pinball is going to be going the way of the landfill too, because nobody's going to buy this Star Trek pinball. Nobody.
You know what? P-Dubs made a comment that if they just use look at the topper, if they just did that on the side,
shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Hey,
that's what
maybe they could still change it. Like, this is just a render.
No, if they're smart, they will. Because but see, here's the thing: that Star Trek 09 license is dirt cheap. Because it's a dead franchise. So At Games just used what they could use. And the reason why I think it's official is because of all the artwork they're using. You literally got Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto and all that in the advertisements for the pinball.
Oh, I think the license is official. Maybe the artwork.
Let's play devil's advocate for once. Do you want? I know this isn't the greatest, okay, but. And no offense to anyone who has At Games. I had an At Games micro pinball, but look at the artwork on that. It's just like they're just throwing random images on there.
Yep.
I mean, it looks cheap, I'll admit it, but it's kind of, it's a wash. It's not. I don't know, the black and white on the right.
I would rather honestly, if I was going to get it now, I'd rather get Addams Family at this point.
Well, I would too.
At least Addams Family.
Same here.
Is looks authentic and has a level of uniqueness.
And that's
to
the
it.
Addams Family you think of when you think of Addams Family. Yeah. You think of Star Trek. You don't how cool would it have been to see Patrick Stewart on the side of that thing, or even William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy. Use one of those versions of Star Trek that everybody associates Star Trek with. And
they can't sell anything from 2009. There's an entire landfill of Star Trek 09 merchandise that nobody bought. See, this is what happened. Paramount tried to transition Star Trek fans away from regular Star Trek stuff to Star Trek 09, and it didn't work. It failed miserably. Nobody bought the action figures. Nobody bought the toys. Nobody bought any of the merchandise. And now what is At Games doing? At Games comes out and says, "Oh, let's make a Star Trek 09." And here's the thing about it: they're charging enough for these pinball machines that there's no excuse that it isn't the next generation that everybody wanted. They could do next generation. They're charging enough money.
No one's buying this. That's the thing. Nobody's buying Addams Family. They're throwing this out because they know we wanted Star Trek, and this is what they give us. This is just like Time Crisis.
But that's a big missed opportunity.
Yeah, well, yeah. They can now, and I'm saying now that At Games is learning all the wrong lessons from iArcade and Arcade 1-Up.
No, go on At Games site right now. This is what bothers me, is we have just over 5 days to decide if you want to pre-order Star Trek to get it the end of March. It's just so they give us crappy artwork, and then they just put the pressure on you you got a week to decide. Because if we pre-ordered at Addams Family right now, we're not seeing that till 3/31 if you didn't get in on that first pre-order. And that's the same with this one.
Well, it could be worse. You could have pre-ordered the Zoltar from New Wave Toys
Oh,
back in January, and there's still no estimate as to when
yes,
that's coming out.
actually, let me just correct you on
Really?
that because I've been on there. Yes, also, and they gave me a cute little letter too. And here's their latest.
I tried to
statement.
get my money back.
This is their statement. Now, their original release was supposed to be the last quarter, so the original was September. Then they pushed that to October, and it stayed that way. It was October. So now they say, thank you so much for reaching out to us, and we appreciate your pre-sale order. Our Zoltar machines are still being manufactured and are scheduled to ship during the Q1 of 2024. At that time, you will also receive a confirmation email with the tracking data for your order. Apologies for any inconvenience, and we thank you for your patience. So now it's Q1, but no month. So
We'll see.
Just
Yeah, you know why they do that?
pretty
You know why they do that, Jesse?
Crazy.
Because if they just tell you Q1 and they don't give you a date, or they give you a quarter, you can't call your bank and get your money back, because the bank tells you that they have to give you an exact release date before you can actually get your money back. If they don't give you a release date.
But I guess they could have, because they remember they said it was supposed to be Q4. So a lot of people probably assumed to get it for Christmas. They were assuming they were going to get it for Christmas. Now they're putting it off till next year. So I don't know. People could have an argument with that.
From January to January. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So, all these companies are basically screwing us, and it's just sort of
the Addams Family isn't. I'm looking at it right now, guys, and I saw this in Chicago. It looks pretty good, guys. It's just Star Trek would have been.
Oh yeah, I never hated the Addams Family.
So much better, okay? But
right, I just figured there may be a better option available at some point. And when you hear Star Trek,
everyone pull this up right now. I mean, we have until 12/31 to get in on that pre-order price of $12.99. You put the 200 reserve down, but at least we have basically another month to make that decision if you want this by the end of March. I'm going to go Addams Family. I'm going to wait till the 11th hour, pre-order it, 12:30.
Nah, food is too damn expensive. I'll wait.
I want a pinball in here. I got.
It's like,
I don't know what
that is true.
Unless Arcade Went Up gives us like a flash sale for like $2.99. Like if you could get Marvel Superheroes pinball for $3.49, $2.99, I'm going to go at Games.
And you don't even know how it's going to actually work when it comes. You don't even know.
I know, but you know what sells me on At Games is that monthly membership of having. I mean, how many games are they throwing at us? Like we could play anything we want on there. That's why that's what interests me on this. I'm trying to find 140 games.
Bobby Vu will have a deluxe mod that will let you play literally any pinball you've ever dreamed of playing on your At Games. So
Johnny Blaze is right. I mean, will they do a Back to the Future skin? I mean, there is that too.
I thought that a little bit ago, because that would be pretty
Back
sweet.
to the Future was one of the ones they said was possible.
The game for sure, right? Because if we're talking about the Zen Studios, but I mean, they're showing their hand here. They're showing you how cheap they are. So it's just going to be DeLorean. Right?
I'm sitting here thinking, well, gee, there's no way they could screw up Back to the Future. But then I didn't think there was any way they could screw up Star Trek, and look at what they're giving us.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that.
Giving us Star Trek would be like giving us a Dukes of Hazzard themed machine, but not
like we're coming out with a Star Wars theme, and it's
like
putting those guys. We didn't want to see those guys in Dukes of Hazzard.
Well, isn't that what they did? Isn't that what Arcade One Up did? Don't their Star Wars machines have all the new Star Wars characters?
No, they're both.
They're both.
Side of the cabinet is skin.
You've got the good side.
Not so good.
The bad side of mine is tucked away against the wall somewhere.
You got the good side and you got the scumbag.
If you're feeling good, stand to the left. If you're feeling bad, stand to the right.
Stock Chalk brought up a good point about that Zoltar machine. They did tell. I mean, we saw that, Mike. We saw that in person. I mean, it did look. It looked cool.
It did.
I know.
I pre-ordered
it right away.
I never pre-order anything like that. Yeah. But I was mad. I'm mad.
Yeah, I grabbed that right away.
January, and now it's almost,
But
Well,
I'll
at
tell
least
you
they
what,
didn't like push it out like, I don't know, Marvel versus Capcom 2. Like,
I'll tell you what I
in
am
that
going
last
to do.
quarter.
Yeah,
gonna do
try
the-
to just when it's not ready.
I'm going to do the community a favor, and I'm not going to buy the Odd Games pinball because it seems like lately anything I touch has turned to shit.
Not having
So,
good luck.
No.
You know, right on the side of your MK2 would be a perfect spot for it, Jesse. Though I can see it now.
My other pinball machine is right there. I don't turn it on. I
Trade
don't turn
up.
it on because
Trade
it
up, man.
Yeah,
Let's do it. Let's get crazy. New Year's. Let's all do it. Let's just jump on At Games.
Come on, you want to get nuts?
Look, you think
Let's
I'm
get
kidding
nuts.
you too? That everything I touch turns to shit? I just picked
Yeah,
up my pen and it just blew
like-
up all over me.
Oh
Look
my
at
god!
it. Look at it.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're gonna
I
be,
give
we'll be
up.
just like
I'm
all the
done.
other. We'll be just like
That
all
was
the
the
other
last
home
straw right
arcade.
there.
You know what,
I've
guys?
had
We'll
it. See you. I'm out.
We'll be like
I
we'll be
quit.
like all the other home arcade YouTubers, and we'll
Look at
just
this.
transition over to pinball.
Let's do it.
Whether we like pinball or not doesn't matter. It's for clicks and views, Phil. That's what it's for.
I mean, it's only $12,000 to buy one. Come on, quit being tight. You know.
Yeah, what are we all
Just-
complaining about?
Yeah,
$12,000, you know, and
That's
and,
nothing.
and bread is $20 a loaf. It's not a problem. You
Yeah,
know,
no.
just
Well, maybe
Oh, yeah, Stock
maybe
Shock.
they'll
Yeah.
announce it. Maybe we'll get an announcement, but we are gonna get that. That's an absolute. We're
Yeah.
gonna get Smash TV, Robotron,
yeah.
Total Carnage, and I'm gonna call it. We're gonna get that Alien versus Predator, Big Blue. You absolutely.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
think that. I think so.
I love all
that.
these. I love all these YouTubers. Oh, I don't think it's happening. It's not happening. It's just an idea. Give me a break. Wake up. Stop lying to your viewers. You know,
It's
full
future
well it's
content. They're
coming out.
setting up future content.
Right.
Look, the best thing about Unico announcing that
Liars.
that Countercade, that candy cab, is there's no SNK license in there. I mean, did think about it. You have to supply your own. You're buying a coffin, right? That means Arcade What Up could have that SNK license. Like, it's possible, guys. We could play MVSX games online. Like, we might get that. Don't count Arcade One Up out for 2024. I think they're going to come with
this will be
a
their
lot
make
of
or break
stuff.
year. I think. I mean, it
Oh,
should be.
It has to be.
Yeah,
It has to
better
be.
be.
If
After
they don't,
Time Crisis in the Casino Cade debacle,
I know, but it's
I
still
would
like
say
I bought Time Crisis. Jesse bought
2024.
Casino.
2024 has
Right.
got to be big. 2024 has got to be
I
explosive
know.
for them.
But they're gonna have and then they'll give us XLs. They'll do a Ms. Pac-Man. They'll do an MK. They'll do a Street
course.
Fighter. It's
I'll
just
come out with a Time Crisis XL, Casino Cade XL.
I think what bothered people was that price. But if you drop it down to $5.99 on Time Crisis, I think they're testing how many people are going to pick it up.
Sure.
well, I
for
was gonna,
$600.
I was looking at it also, and I was gonna pick it up, but then I thought the price was gonna go down into the fives, and I would have had it, but when it stayed up, what was it,
It's-
650 or something like that?
It's
658?
600 on Wayfair right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So just I don't want to like. What's the chances of seeing
Cyber
it for
Monday.
$4.99? It
Yeah,
could be
Cyber Monday
$4.99
will
soon.
be $4.99.
Just
right?
chill out. They're already dropping. Just wait till you get it at $500 at this point.
Yeah, Stock Jock's right. He would be a very good politician, right? Tell us in a way that we still, at the end, we're more confused than we were at the beginning.
Oh, he is definitely a politician. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about it. Oh,
and,
my
and he has no love for arcades. He's just
No, 'cause he's
I don't
25
see
years
it,
old.
no.
and,
Yeah,
remember they got that claw machine coming out. They're going to be their big
Can't wait for that.
I know, but there's some people that will buy that though. They'll throw
There
it in
is,
their
and
man
I
cave.
understand.
Are
Yeah,
you-
but
are you
for
getting
that.
They're
Phil?
targeting.
Are you getting it, Phil? Are you
No,
getting
no, because I don't have. I want.
If it's $199,
I want the arcades.
Yeah, but
yeah,
let me tell you, I agree. I wanted a claw machine in here, but I looked already. There's a beautiful one already out there, so I would never get it from Arcade One Up. I mean, there's one from Japan that I would absolutely buy. It's so much better, and it's only $500.
And
well, there you go.
how
'Cause their
much-
claw machine's probably going to be more than that. I would
More
think.
than that, yeah.
How much would that Medieval Madness go for? What would that call? That's on the Attack from Mars pinball. I just actually I bought that for my mom last year. I did play that on Thanksgiving. That's a good one. That might be the best table on that.
Attack from Mars.
Yeah, on that Attack from Mars, the Medieval Madness. That's a good pinball.
Oh, I love Medieval, man. I love that game. That's such a good game.
If I got a arcade 1-up pinball, I would just take that stinking case off. I mean, would we be fine if we just did that? Mike, if you would have went back in time, you hop in the DeLorean, you take the plate off in front of your PCB, are you fine? Or is it still?
You should be, but like I said, the kit that Mike and I received, they changed the other part also, which leads me to believe that they may have been getting a little bit of a power fluctuation, and they addressed that. So I'm not too sure if it was just an overheating issue as much as it was a power.
Which you have the Star Wars
problem.
too, Jesse?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yours did the same thing, right?
Obviously. Yeah. So it's not like they just gave us a new PCB with a new fan set up and opened it up. They gave a whole system and they changed the entire power consumption going from both boards.
Did you put yours together yet? Like, it wasn't like take one out and put the other one back in. There was actually a little bit.
No, it was you had to wire it differently. Around. So that's what I'm saying.
Certified electrical engineer,
so
arcade 1-up customers.
Did they really change anything in the Star Wars pinball? Then the ones at Costco, do you think they actually, or are they the same?
You would like to think they did.
The pack. Here's
I would
what's
love
interesting.
To see it.
I watched Mad Pixel's review on his Marvel superheroes, and he said something about the packaging, and I didn't look at this. It said 2022 on the box. Those are from 2021. Did they remake these? They said they weren't going to do the Punisher.
I don't know, but I'd love to.
Is this a rehash?
Yeah.
Did you see the marks on my NBA Jam where the screws are? Everyone who's getting that is running into that. Are these rehashed Countercades?
A Chinese factory.
Are they
They
rehashed?
just dug up old inventory and slapped them in a new box or something.
Yeah.
If I could pull one of those pinballs in and actually look, and it's the same thing that's been blowing out. Oh man, I'd love to make a video on that one too.
Oh yes,
yes. Oh boy.
Yes, we need.
Oh, if I had the extra money, I'd just buy it just to look at the inside.
Okay, so if
they love me now.
If you had $1,000, just if you could take $1,000 over this weekend, we could make out like bandits. Like, what would you pick up with all the deals going on? What would you buy?
$1,000 budget.
$1,000 could. Think about this for a second. There was a day where we could have got 6 Countercades for $600. Think about that for a second. Like for someone who doesn't have any arcades, you could for $600 for the price of one arcade for Pac-Man XL.
Well, I'll tell you what. If somebody's just getting into the hobby and they said to me, "What do you think I should do? Should I start an arcade?" I think I would point them all to Countercades. I would say just start a collection of Countercades.
Me too.
You would just do so much better with it that way. Just make a nice shelf around your room with where you have bar stools underneath and put all the Countercades all nice lined up. And
not only that, they're great and they have great screens. You're basically getting the best of arcade 1-up with these Countercades. You're not missing out on anything by not buying their 3/4 scale or any of their.
You're not. No, you're not. You're just taking up more room, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. As Phil realized with NBA Jam, Phil was finally what?
So I got G.I. Joel's stand. I ordered that yesterday because he's got 10% off, and I actually went with the continued artwork. I was just going to get the base model.
I'm doing the same thing.
It looks like a real arcade. You might as well. So I got an MVSX stand coming. Behind me is the iArcade. That's 4 inches higher. Those stands from G.I. Joe will be perfect because if you want to put it on your kitchen counter, measure it. It's like 32, 34 inches from the floor. This brings it up higher with that 8-inch. It's perfect, guys. That's the way to go, is picking up these on sale, like you just said, and getting some of those stands from Joel, and you got an arcade.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just a way better way to go right now.
Look at Stock Shock. He's the head salesman.
Yep. He's pushing these things.
Especially if they really start coming out with different titles next year, then it would be a no-brainer, you know.
When they
but they need to go back to these quality countercades. I don't know what they're doing now with the one-player ones that look really cheap that they're putting out now. The ones that the next generation.
What do they call those things?
With no light up marquees.
I want to. Can I say something about this cocktail cab for a second? Look. Amazon's got these. You see the price Johnny Blaze is talking about. I saw that there is a riser boost. So this is 31 inches from the floor. There's a riser booster to bring that up like another 4 inches. So anyone interested in those that's low. Like, where do you find like the stools? That's not a bad price to pick up those games. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you have a spot for that, like I was debating getting that or the pawn. There's like an Indy 500 game that's on the head-to-head that's not on the pub table. There's value.
Yeah, but isn't it funny? Isn't it odd, though, when you think about it? We started out buying these three-quarter arcades at the price the countercades are now. And now we're buying the three-quarters at $700. I mean,
look at Yoga.
Amazon still has the NBA Jam arcade one up $99.
So they changed it and then they brought it right back because I went this morning and they did this to me on my videos. I said that sale was over on Galaga and Street Fighter 2, and by the time I uploaded it, that $100 off was there again. They're just
it's $390. The Galaga's $399 again. Yeah. They're playing games that
are constantly changing the price on Amazon.
$284 for that head-to-head table, $399 for Class of '81 on Amazon right now. Yep, $399 for Pac-Man Deluxe. Yep, yep. And Amazon still has Time Crisis for $665. They need to drop.
Shop Hippo dropped theirs to the same. So Shop Hippo supplying Walmart with Time Crisis. We found that out a couple of weeks ago. That's who's getting that overflow from, and Wayfair must be getting it too, but they're charging $600. I'm telling you, you're going to see that at $499.
Like I said, Time Crisis. Once it's $199, it's in my cart. I'm getting it.
$199.
Like we were saying before. It would be absolutely gold if they put that online. Could you imagine just having the two-player Mortal Kombat and being able to sit anywhere in your house and play somebody online? I mean, that would
with the people
awesome.
from any,
on that great countercade screen,
right?
Yeah,
that great BOE countercade screen that's perfect at every angle.
You can't go wrong with any of the 4 2-player countercades. I mean, those are perfect. Absolutely perfect countercades.
No, the online feature, like you were saying, Phil, would be a home run because if for what they should be doing is every cabinet they make, which is the same theme, the same games, they should all be online and all be able to play with each other because you know how hard it is, on some of those games like Mortal Kombat to find people online. There's hardly any there. So any cabinet variant they come out with should be able to get on that same
and plus
network.
The idea is you want to get everybody,
you want to get everybody
into the ecosystem. You want everybody to be part of that. And they're talking about how they want to build an online community for these cabinets, but they're limiting you because the countercades are going to sell well for people that don't have space.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Yep.
I don't know.
And now and Arcade One Up owes G.I. Joel a debt of gratitude right now because it's like, wow.
I really hope people are taking advantage of Joel's sale. Like if you have a countercade, if you have a 2-player, I know he's working on 1 player. This is the way to go. I mean, you get a light up coin door. These are cool. And again, like you brought up with NBA Jam, it would take Shack Jam to go $299 at this point for me to buy it.
For you to
buy it would. Why would I? I mean, I got it right here. Why would I buy a deluxe only if it was $399, a super deal, or Shack Jam for $300? The 521, whatever they want to throw at us, it's got to be $300.
Mm-hmm.
You got the same games right here. I can't play online with Mike. It's the only thing I'm missing right now. Is we did play online. He beat me with his Hornets every time.
Grandmama. What's wrong with Larry Johnson? Yeah, if they had them online, they would be. I think that would be a huge selling point. Those things would fly off the shelves.
Hey,
How much?
I think so.
How much would you guys pay for the peasant versions if they had a sale? What would the peasant versions?
$199. I would pick up Buck Hunter. You're on day, no doubt.
Yep.
$199. I'd do it. Who's
I don't
paying
know.
$399 for the peasant version?
Yeah,
of
no
Buck,
way.
bro?
No way.
That's like a ripoff. $399 for the peasant version.
Do the marquees light up in the new peasant versions?
I don't think
can't
they
No,
do.
but they're easy to change. We could do
Yeah,
one of those.
they are,
like
but-
behind my TV. You could take one of those strips and just put it back there. But on the marquees,
Oh, because they make the clear light box now, right? It's not like the
Yes.
solid piece, so you can add
Yes,
lights.
but-
Okay, so that's a little better instead of having to
Those-
spend another
the
$70,
new-
$80.
the new Countercade. So if you did pick up Class 81 yesterday for 100, which by the way is 149 now, we can't change out that marquee. You saw 19K Fox's video where he took MK2, and it's just a piece of wood. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
someone's got to figure out some kind of mod for that. That Legends Ultimate Mini is $299 on At Games. That's not a bad price for that.
The Legends Ultimate Mini was what?
Yeah,
$299.
$299. I mean, that's
Yeah, I mean they've had that deal before. They've had that At Games Legends Mini for as low as $199.
really,
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
and that's not a bad price to get in on.
Well, if you don't feel like spending $1,400 on the new Star Trek 4K, maybe that little mini is a good way to go.
No, this is the stand-up arcade. Like I'm just saying, for $299 for that's if I had a spot, I did like that Tetris artwork. That
Oh, yeah,
that'd be
misheard
cool.
you.
We haven't seen anything on their. I'm kind of changing subjects here, but their HD Legends Ultimate, like you got to wonder how they'll screw
No,
that.
because
skin up.
they screwed everything up because they went the scumbag route and Nerf
So scumbags are our new word of the week. We're using
Yes,
all
Man, I'm
using
gonna pull up.
scumbags
I'm gonna
now.
get a Pee Wee Herman word of the day.
Yes. My wife told me I own it. I own it now in my house. So
Yeah. But the bring your own games option on At Games is all ruined, and we can thank the former iArcade employee for that.
Well, maybe look, it's early yet. We'll see what happens with the Legends Ultimate. Maybe it will be like
look at Johnny Blaze. He said I got the ALU Mini for $199 last Christmas.
what a deal.
That was a good deal.
Yeah, that is a good deal. $199. All right. Well, we covered Thanksgiving. We kind of covered At Games. Voiced our displeasure in the Star Trek. Well, how do we want to transition? Are we? Is everybody in like full Christmas?
Can we hear
mode
about
right now?
Can we hear about Jesse's TV story?
Yeah, that's what I was going to hint at. Like Black Friday,
Oh,
we made
yeah.
Anybody make some purchases and any regrettable ones?
I like that. Word of warning to everybody. And here's the thing. And I went back on the Walmart site to see if this was my fault or their fault, because maybe my brain's going, but I could have sworn they advertised the Roku TV 65-inch for an
I'm pulling
OLED.
this up.
I thought it said OLED 4K OLED TV. And I said to myself, $400 for an OLED 4K TV? And I jumped on it. I went crazy. I was like, God. And my wife, she had $200 in credit. So it came down. We by the time we got done with all the things, it was $150. So I was like, I got a 65-inch OLED TV for $160 or $150.
That sale is still going on, Jesse.
Is it?
Sorry. I'm just looking.
Okay, well, if you see it say anywhere that it's OLED, it's not an OLED television. It is just your basic LED television.
Well, what
And
is UHD? It's saying UHD 4K.
Yeah, it's and if you look close, it says 4K. What was the term for? It's not even 4K. I don't think it's
Gee, we know he would too.
To put into perspective, I thought I was buying the TV version of the BOE monitor. Well, I have the TV version of the TN monitor.
Yeah.
You have to stand directly in the center of this TV to get somewhat of a decent picture. If you just step one movement to the left or the right, you just have white screen. That's it.
So what does your wife? What did your wife say about it?
Well, I was livid because I mean I took down the TV that we had and that one was a Sony Trinitron, and that was a lot of money back in the day. That was like $3,000, I think. So we thought we were getting an upgrade. Well, it went down to a downgrade. So I was like going crazy. And my wife is always like, she's always looking for the silver lining. She's like, it's okay. It looks nice. It's it's clearer. I can see that it's 4K. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, are you looking at what I'm looking at? I mean, can you see this?
Oh, it's one of those magic eye pictures things.
Check your
exactly.
Check your eyes.
I mean, either I'm having a stroke and this is not looking good to me right now, or the TV is shit.
I can imagine Jesse's face getting super red.
So what'd you do? What'd you watch to check the color?
Oh, yeah. You know what I did? I said, okay, well, this is 4K, right? So I have to get a fine 4K that I can look at closely.
Tommy, that happened to me too.
For a long time. So I said, well, let me see. What can I put on 4K that I want to stare at for a long time and just kind of really get it? So I said to my wife, let's put on Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman.
I mean, that's something you want to stare at 4K HD for a long
Look,
time, right?
It was for scientific purposes only, is what it was, And I just kept rewinding it back to that certain part where she slides and the dress is going up, and I had to do this because I had to check this
research, right, honey? This is research purpose.
Because with 4K, you should be able to see the whole thing, So
you should be able to see everything,
color, clarity, image, But no, it's not.
If that TV makes her look bad, then I think, needless to say, it's going back, right?
I don't think any TV could make her look bad. It's just some TVs can make her look a lot better, But this one didn't. No.
I'll agree. The Rokus aren't like, look, anything we buy in life from here on out, it's not going to last. Okay. Some Buick just passed me the other day. I'm like, this car is going to outdrive the one I have. It's probably from like 2001. They're not making stuff to last. The Roku is so user friendly. That's why I go Roku, just because you're used to it. It's like your iPhone.
Yeah, I love the idea of Roku. I have Roku in all the in every house. So I said, just get the Roku TV. I won't need the box anymore or anything. And it's 4K. It's OLED. I said, this is like heaven.
I know. The problem, if you buy a different smart TV, if something's better and it's a Samsung or something, they fight with each other. Like if that's a smart TV, like it wants to use that option, you want to plug in your streaming stick. That's why I just get this thinking thing built in. And yeah, I mean,
that's true too.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's these TVs aren't gonna.
Well, that's why there's so many of them. They, like you pointed out, walked into Best Buy and it looked like a TV factory. And there was so many TVs.
I couldn't even find the arcade one-ups. Like they were like, oh, there they are. Just aisles of TVs.
Well, the adage is correct. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. So, yeah. Or you get what you pay for. So, a $400 TV is coming down to $150. So I've got a $150 65-inch TVs. Someone could say, "Well, what the hell you got to complain about?"
Yeah, but if anybody else looks like crap, though.
Yeah, I mean you can't get past that.
Mike, did you buy anything last couple of days?
No, I didn't. No, I did not. We'll see what Cyber Monday usually is.
I'm
another good opportunity.
Cyber Monday as well.
Yeah, I'm not much of a going out and buying in person shopper anymore. I'm contributing to the downfall.
Here's the catch. Here's the catch, guys. So let's say I would have gave in. Let's just say I didn't have Street Fighter 2 and I bought Yoga Flame yesterday for the 105 Kohl's Cash, which they're doing it again today. If anyone's interested in the Kohl's, they're running that sale today and tomorrow. I think there's another 2 days of that $15. What if they do something like any other sale for $2.99 and you can only get one? Like that's the thing. Do you buy early or do you play that game? Do you take the chance of waiting for something to go down? That's why I haven't bought. I was going to buy a shoulder press. I haven't bought it yet, just in case Shack Jam does go $2.99. Like I'm waiting as long as I can.
Who needs exercise? Right?
Yeah, I could use the free weights. I don't want to pass a deal. Like I can't do both.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
I mean, I've been looking at a lot of different genres of electronics and stuff, and I'm not really seeing much of, that much price dips this time around.
They are better than last year from what I've seen. Last year was stuff after the fact. Like Blitz dropped.
Yeah.
I bought my parents
Yeah,
a
it
tack from
seemed
Mars.
after. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I got a tack from Mars. Best Buy had a 24-hour sale very close to Christmas last year for $3.99. It's this $5.49 for their pinballs. That's not a deal. I got it for $400.
Right. I bought my Star Wars for less than that.
Yeah. I
Wow.
mean, you got to wait a little bit.
You guys did good. Yeah.
And Jesse, I keep saying that pawn head-to-head, the Countercade, $80.
That's
At Kohl's last
if you
year,
can get that for that, that's good too. $80 is a good price for that.
Stuff's gonna drop even more. Like they're getting us to bite early.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is.
So I wanted to show you guys something. Since we're past Thanksgiving and all that, and we're pretty much going into Christmas mode, do you guys have a restaurant called Eaton Park around you guys? Have you guys ever heard of this?
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Park? Okay,
No.
so maybe that's just a regional thing then. But so my wife's been on me for the last 2 weeks to put Christmas decorations up, and I've been holding my ground. I'm not doing it. I told her no. Not until at least Thanksgiving, because so I guess that's the new thing now. That as soon as November starts, you start getting the tree out and all that stuff. But so I told her, I'm like, one of two things has to happen, and it's either Thanksgiving or the Eaton Park, which is it's like a Denny's restaurant, something like that. They put a commercial out that has been playing since I was a kid. And for some reason, I always had a fondness towards it. And I'm like, if this shows up, if this commercial comes out, I'll start pulling Christmas decorations out. Well, sure enough, last night it came up. Now, I was curious if anybody else ever saw this.
You asked for it. Now you got it.
Yeah, if you don't have Eaton Park, then you probably would have never have seen this. All it is something stupid. It's just this little star. I'm curious if anybody else in the chat has ever seen this. That's it. It's just so dumb.
Hot Rangus knows it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Happy holidays from Eaton Park.
So maybe
So what kind of I missed what kind of restaurant is it?
it's like Denny's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's literally like identical to Denny's or
I used to love
someplace
Denny's.
like that.
We lost Denny's around here. Scumbags.
I got one actually. You guys got to come out here and visit me. I got a Denny's like a mile and a half down the road.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I was just watching again that what's that arcade by you and by
There's the Garcade, and then there's the Vintage Vault, and they're both
the Garcade. Yeah, that
between
one.
the two of them, Jesse. There's like 3 games we won't be able to find. They have it all.
I'm telling you, I just looked at the time. I was like, should I drive it? And I'm like, well, that's 16 hours. So a flight is 2 hours. So
Last Todd at Denny's. Yeah, well, we should do. We should all go to Galloping Ghost. We can meet up with Zod.
Yeah, Galloping Ghosts would be fun.
We should do something.
Yeah.
I'm going to California in February, so anyone that wants to go to Disneyland or Universal Studios, like I'm going to be there near the end of February. I'm really looking forward to that.
yeah, but Galloping Ghost looks like I don't know, how can I say it? It just looks like a warehouse with arcade just thrown in.
It's got to be so tight, like those aisles.
Yeah, it looks so claustrophobic in there, really. I mean, the place by you, Phil, it just looks so nice.
Yeah,
I love the way it's set up.
I'm still wearing my wristband from there. Like I haven't taken it off. I tried to go for 2 weeks. It'll be tomorrow, 2 weeks.
Oh.
That place is great. They're so cool when I go there.
And every time you pass that karate champ, I just like, oh God, I just want to play that. Just go over to it one time and just kind of just make like you're playing it for me one time if you go back in there. I haven't been to one of those machines since, God, I think I'm 13.
Arcade and One Up needs to put out a new karate champ for Jesse.
I would buy day one with the skin. It had to be, and it has to look exactly like it.
Don't butcher it, right? Make it look like.
Yeah, don't put the shark fin on it and all that crap.
Shark fin.
Yeah, I think I it is. I think it'd just be cool to walk through. I mean, you do a quick like.
Galloping Ghost is wonderful, man. There's so many arcades.
How many times have you been there, Zod?
Only once.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta meet up. We should do something like that, or like Gurney Mills, or something fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad little weekend trip for me.
Zod, did you ever meet Doc?
Doc Mac? Doc Mac.
You ever meet him? No.
He's got to be there every day. His karate dojo is like right next door, isn't it?
Like, yeah, he said he was building it a few years ago.
Dude, like you don't want to mess. Like he's got this, like the gloves he wears. Like you could just see like Batman. They got Can you imagine just like getting into it with him?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, 49 minutes in, almost 50 minutes in. You want to hit a quick commercial break?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do
it. All
right,
everybody, hold tight. We'll be back.
It's Space Travelers on Turkey Day at Comedy Central.
Gene Hackman, we're really sorry.
Yeah, we really like you.
Come on, Gene, tough it out, you wimp.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled broadcast to bring you this special news report. Good morning. Late last night, the age-old question, are we alone in the universe, has seemingly been answered. Around 11:05 Eastern Time, satellites picked up a large vessel entering the solar system on a direct course with Earth. The object is reportedly entirely made of metal, spherical in shape, and is roughly 160 kilometers in diameter. The James Webb Deep Space Telescope has given us first images of our new alien friends. It would appear that on its way to Earth, the vessel was struck by a large meteor or perhaps an asteroid, as it clearly has a large crater or indentation evident on its outer hull. It is unknown at the moment the intentions of our alien visitors, but one would reasonably think that they did not show up looking for trouble, although all attempts at communication have been unsuccessful. At their current rate of speed, scientists predict they will arrive at our planet in less than 24 hours. I, for one, am looking forward to meeting and making friends with our new intergalactic neighbors and welcome them to Earth with open arms. More on this earth-shattering story as it develops. This has been a special news report.
Hello, this is Bill Murray. You might remember me from my younger years in movies like Ghostbusters or Groundhog Day. Maybe you even remember Zod Ryder's favorite movie I was in, What About Bob? Anyways, I'm older than dirt now, and I love drinking hot black coffee on Saturday mornings while watching Jester Tester, The Bad Guy, Mike Worley, Zod Ryder, and PD7. These virtually time-traveling dudes love to discuss things that were popular, you know, when I still had a successful career. Nostalgia power is so much fun. Please like, share, and subscribe to this retro channel. Thank you for all the support. I wish Ecto Cooler was still a thing.
Now back to our show.
That's a good one, Zod.
Yeah, man. Bill Murray.
Oh, man. I played that for my mom a couple of days ago. That's classic.
Sounds like he just ran a marathon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always sounds out of breath.
Yeah, all that smoking. I mean, he's slowing down.
Scumbag.
Yeah,
I didn't know he's a smoker. I didn't know.
yeah,
Chain
Really?
smoker.
yeah.
He's a chain smoker. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So that brings up some
Things
some
you don't
good
know
stuff.
about people.
I know. Yeah, and like Bill Murray was he was always one of my favorites back in the day. I mean, if you think about how many of the great movies back then had Bill Murray in it, you know?
Oh,
And not
yeah.
even like Ghostbusters, but I'm
I
talking
mean-
like Caddyshack and
Yeah, I mean,
Stripes
God.
and
What was the other one too, where he kept Groundhog Day?
Groundhog Day. Yeah, those are all classic
Yeah.
movies. And the one that a lot of people have you guys ever seen Zombieland? That's a fairly newer movie.
Yeah.
I heard it, but I never watched it actually.
He did like a little cameo as himself in there. And and it was funny because
He always wants to get killed in modern movies.
well, and he ended up getting killed in that one. It was like he dressed himself up as a zombie, and that was the whole joke. Was Bill Murray's like the greatest actor to ever live, and he went out on the streets dressed as a zombie, and he was so good at it. The other zombies thought he was one of them, you know. So he was trying to play a prank on was it Jesse Eisenberg or whatever it was, and scare him. And sure enough, he thought he was a real zombie, shot and killed him.
And you know, my favorite Bill Murray movie is What About Bob? I've seen that movie. I've seen that movie.
Come on, with is that Richard Dreyfuss?
Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah.
I have to throw, being that you said Jesse Eisenberg, I just have to throw this out there. Good Lex Luthor or no?
Horrible.
Thank you.
I love him as Lex Luthor, man.
Oh, Michael Rosenbaum.
You know what?
Rosenbaum
You know
all the
what?
way.
You know who he reminds me of? You know who he reminded me of? Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, he does.
I was thinking, well, he played Zuckerberg, but
yeah, right, he was.
I mean, he definitely, you know, but that's how I would imagine. And so now, like the new Superman movie that is allegedly coming out, they got Nicholas Hoult playing Lex Luthor. So I'm like, oh, so now Nicholas Hoult is going to be like an Elon Musk version
Nicholas,
of
I
Lex
gotta look him up.
Luthor,
I don't know who that is.
rather than Zuckerberg, like Eisenberg.
Yeah, but you know what happened. This is what I think he was going for. Okay, now I won't talk about Eisenberg in any other movie. He's probably good in a lot of things, but when Heath Ledger did the Joker, I think he put a lot of pressure on him, and he tried to kind of, I don't know, just take the persona on of Heath Ledger trying to do a Lex Luthor.
Exactly what I thought. He seemed more like the Joker type of
that's
like
what he was trying to do. Like,
is this the Beast from that X-Men First Class? Is that who that is?
Yeah,
Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah,
that's gonna be supposedly the new Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the new Superman too?
Yeah, James Gunn is an idiot. What can I tell you? Scumbag.
Oh my gosh, that's the Beast. Really? Michael Rosenbaum would have been a great Lex Luthor for a movie. What do you think, Zad?
Well, he was campaigning for it. So.
I know. Give me your honest opinion right now. If they used Tom Welling as Superman instead of Brandon Roth and went with Michael Rosenbaum, what do you think happens?
It would have been extremely popular. It was a missed opportunity, guaranteed. I mean, at the time, Smallville was hot, so I don't know why they didn't go that direction. To tell you the truth,
Tom Welling would have been a perfect Superman.
He wanted
his prime.
He wanted to see. That's the thing. Tom Welling didn't want to wear the suit unless they were taking him to movies.
Yeah.
Well, they're using David Cornsweet now, right?
Yeah, and he looks just like Henry Cavill.
Yeah, he does.
Henry Cavill light. I call him David Cavill Sweat. Because
but I'll say this though, he doesn't look bad, and he's jacking up for the movie. I mean, he's really putting in some time.
He looks. I know. Did you see Zad's podcast? Like, it's like a double. Like, it's totally Henry Cavill, like working out. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. It's nice to see these guys getting in shape for movies, you know?
Yeah, it's about time they start using actors that kind of fit the suit. Like every time they put a Batman guy out, like who was the last guy? I mean, they got these skinny guys. I mean, Batman's supposed to be a brawler, right? It's supposed to be a big giant
how's
brawler.
Batman supposed to take on 4 or 5 guys when he weighs?
When he weighs 120 pounds. So come on.
Batman's suit
Jesus Christ, Robert Pattinson was so miscast. It was
Oh
ridiculous.
God! Don't even get me going on that.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Guy. Now that guy, you want to talk about horribly miscast, horrible. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
In
I
every
mean, at least
way.
Ben Affleck looked intimidating in the Batman
Ben
suit.
Affleck was
I said that.
was
Yeah.
crazy
He did.
as Batman.
Yes.
Awesome.
I know Zod. I know he's your Batman. I like him too. Christian Bale. I love Christian Bale as Batman because he at the end.
Christian
the last
Bale's
Batman,
good too. I'm not,
But he is so over the top that it's just like at the end, it's like, where is it? Where is it? Like it's just like Christian
Michael
Bale.
And Michael Keaton is good. Really, the only actor that I actually hated as Batman was Robert Pattinson. I thought Robert Pattinson was so horribly miscast that it just.
Oh, let me just address Tommy V. Yeah, you're welcome, Tommy. Yeah, there was one thing I found when I was a real young kid. I found that out, and it saved me a lot of quarters in the cabinet. It may not be too big now for this, but for these games, but back in the day, you could sit there with a quarter for quite a long time. I don't know if anyone else ever knew about that. I found that out just like I found out the Star Wars little trick on my own. Yeah, it's a good one. You at least can get to 10th degree at using that little trick.
Is it a glitch?
It is kind of, yeah. Yeah, if you use the same exact maneuvers, you will.
I'm surprised you don't. I am surprised you don't have an original karate champ in your arcade, being so having such an affinity for the
told
game.
Phil, yes, that's my grail. If I can find one, and yes, it will be in the house. Yeah, that's how attached I am to that game.
Yeah. That's your grail cabinet.
Yeah. You know, because back when I was playing that, I was a big tournament martial arts fighter. So, you know, it was like it has a lot of nostalgia value to me.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Blaze made a good point. George Clooney was kind of whack as Batman.
I know,
not as whack as Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, at least he was still
I
like
agree
big,
with that
though.
one.
Like at least he was still
I'm gonna
sized
defend.
adult.
I'm gonna defend. I bashed that Batman and Robin movie so many times, but it's a comic book movie. Like
fun.
it's entertaining, right?
It's,
I mean, it's just
fun.
It wasn't meant
It's
to
a
be
fun movie. You're not supposed to.
the-
think
I
it's
almost
serious.
watched it. I almost put it on the other night, guys. I bought. Remember the Superman series from 1988, the Ruby Spears animated Superman?
Yeah.
I just bought that on Amazon. It's not bad. Like Superman is so like ripped. Whoever did the animation.
Is that when he had like the long, like the mullet almost?
No. It's before that. Mike, do you have Amazon?
Yeah.
You got Amazon Prime?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, $14. Dude, just purchase it. We don't get episode 2 for some reason, but it's not bad. It's cool. But Lex Luthor's like a pig. Like he's drinking milkshakes the whole time. And he's like completely out of shape.
Hey, Kevin. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's only 2 p.m. But no, I'm kidding. Good, nice
are any of you guys into Doctor Who?
No, I never really got into.
Never. Nope. Never really.
I mean, how many Doctor Who's has there been, Zad?
15.
My family is they're all from over there, so they were always into that. I
just wanted to mention it because it's coming back today. With a new special. It's returning.
What do you think of that? I did watch a couple. Like, remember Destro from the G.I. Joe movies when he was Doctor Who?
Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah,
he's my favorite Doctor. Honestly,
I like
Christopher Eccleston. Yeah.
I'm gonna close this poll out. I put a poll up because I was curious to see if anybody ever watched Mystery Science Theater 3000. I said I wanted to touch on it just real briefly because when I was a kid, that for some reason Comedy Central always had a 24-hour marathon of Mystery Science Theater, and I just found out apparently they still do that, and apparently Mystery Science Theater 3000 is still a thing, but it's like
changed.
Public
changed
backed
now.
I think.
Yeah, they have a woman doing it now. The whole thing has changed now.
I think the original guy who started the whole thing is still involved in it a little bit, but I don't think he does much on.
He was Mike, stuff. Right? His name was Mike.
Joel.
Oh, Joel.
Yeah, Joel Hodgson, I think was the.
You're talking about.
season or two.
Oh, I'm talking about the guy that used to sit between the two robots.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was Joel for like a season, and they brought that mic in.
Oh, okay.
And he did it for a couple seasons. But yeah, the show, apparently the show is still a thing. What's up, Headshake? And anymore, the last 2 days they do a telethon because they're trying to raise money to keep the show going. That's kind of how they've been doing it. But
yeah, it was a good show. I used to love that years ago. I haven't seen one so long.
Mike took over.
That's when Comedy Central was like, I mean, you would just watch it. That was just one of those channels.
It was just funny. You know.
Yep.
You know what it reminds me of? Because that's what my brothers and I did long before we ever watched that show. That's what we used to do. My brother used to just get B-rated movies. I mean, just horrible movies.
Oh, it used to be so much fun to do that.
He had such a
just
habit
rip
of
them to pieces.
He'd go to Blockbuster and just grab these ridiculous movies, and we would just sit there and just bust on them the whole night. It was funny.
That was always fun. I used to do that with my buddy too. We'd get a bunch of movies that we knew were going to be horrible, so we could make fun of it the whole time.
Have fun with it, right?
That's a lot of the fun. Is just to sit there and make fun of them. And so yesterday.
Transmorphers.
Yes, Transmorphers. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. I thought I was the only one that ever knew that movie existed.
We Kelly and I watched Back to School yesterday.
Awesome.
That's a classic. That's a classic movie. She hates him. She hates Rodney Dangerfield.
What?
Really?
And
how are you not amused at this?
She tolerated it and watched it with you the whole time.
Well, that's a good thing.
Not a big fan of him or Leslie Nielsen.
Oh my God,
guys.
Well, Leslie Nielsen always got on my nerves because at first he was a serious actor. Then then the only time you ever seen Leslie Nielsen, he had a fat fart prop in his hand everywhere he went. It was like,
oh, that's right.
You know, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a serious actor or a comedy actor?
Guys, I'll be right back. Sorry.
It's all right.
1 second.
So Leslie Nielsen, then the Naked Gun movies came out, but there was a TV series right before the movies. What was it called? Police Squad or something like that?
Yeah.
Was that attached to
Naked Gun from the Files of Police?
The Naked Gun. Yeah.
Right, which I didn't know that. He started out as a serious actor. I did not know that.
Yeah.
And it did
he was a great serious actor. He really was. He was great at. Yeah, I liked him. You know, but then when he got into the comedy, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
I can't associate with him with anything else other than
the switch.
Oh. Yeah, but I loved Rodney Dangerfield though.
Oh,
I mean, that guy was funny. I mean, he was coked up to high hell, but
I mean,
I almost watched My Five Wives last night. Kelly went to bed. I'm standing up. I'm like, I almost watched it.
Yeah, I loved him.
Those B movies.
Do you remember this? Do you remember the song he wrote? Well, he sang, I should say. I get no respect. Yes. We can't play it, of course, but if you get a chance, just see if you can listen to that song. It's an old song from the 80s.
We've thrown that idea around in the past about having some sort of nostalgia power watch party where we did something similar to that.
Fantastic.
I definitely think it needs to happen.
That would be great.
We need to figure out how to make that work. That we're not.
We got to do that. We got to do
that right away.
We got to do the watch party. We got to do the nostalgia party, nostalgia power watch party in prime time. We got to do it.
We'll do it. Yeah, we'll be Saturday morning. We'll do it as a prime time thing. We'll figure out a movie we want to watch and figure out a way to do it so we can't.
We should have did something this weekend. Would have been a good.
Yeah, it would have been.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that would
be sometime around Christmas time, or maybe between Christmas and something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
As long as it doesn't interfere,
would be perfect.
As long as it doesn't interfere with your, I don't get it, Zod, because you're doing a lot of.
Oh Saturdays. Yeah, no, we won't.
No problem. No problem.
We'll go opposite Super Game Room dudes. We'll go bold. We'll just knock them right out of their time.
Knock them right out of
it. Sorry, D-dubs.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, slot now. No. We're not. I'm not. No. Well, Phil, what do you got going on with your trivia? Do you have any trivia queued up for this week?
I have 2 questions.
And you, Johnny Blaze, and you are gonna. He's gonna get a hold of you for last week. Jingle all the way.
It's
that was an Arnold Schwarzenegger
Hot
movie,
Rangus.
right?
It's a
it is.
It's a
Sinbad
watchable movie.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Oh, great.
All right, we're gonna go back to 1992 with the X-Men animated series for one question. In the season, I guess their pilot, their season premiere. Which character did the X-Men leave behind? Cyclops makes the call. They're fighting the Sentinels. Wolverine wigs out, thinking he's dead. Later to come back in season 2, Mr. Sinister kind of resurrects him. What was that mutant's name? Which X-Men? Oh, Rangus got it right away. Nice. All right, Hot Rangus. You got the Lucky Care Bear. Picked it up at Hobby Lobby the other day, Black Friday. Just send me your address. Either Mike text it to me or email me at pd7. I'm sorry, pdavenport27@gmail.com.
Make sure you get that one.
Great.
Oh, Scrooge. That's right. MG. I was just rattling off movies off the top of my head. I love that.
Oh,
movie.
yeah. Yeah, that was a good one.
I will be watching that during Christmas time. Yeah, I was just rattling movies off.
Everybody he worked with said, and here we go, Zod. Everyone worked with him said he's a scumbag.
Scumbag.
And he was, too. He was.
All right, Ralphie's probably going to get this one. Which theme park in Southern California is the oldest? And we're going to name a couple here. Which one's the oldest? Six Flags Magic Mountain, SeaWorld, Universal Studios, Disneyland, or Knott's Berry Farm? Which is the oldest theme park in Southern California? Six Flags. Everyone's Googling this. Six Flags, Magic Mountain, SeaWorld, Disneyland, Universal Studios, or Knott's Berry Farm?
Nobody's even spit out a wrong answer yet.
Nope.
All right, we got some answers coming in.
You got to get the spelling right.
Phil,
you know what?
You be the judge.
Well, it's Knott's. So are we doing Knott's or Not Berry Farm?
What's
Mike,
the official?
No. It's
what's
Knott's,
the official?
Knott's Berry Farm.
Not Berry Farm. Not a berry farm.
MG says Kevin. the name of Lino's sword, if you remember from a few weeks back.
And don't ever go to. You may get confused, and if you ever go to Berry's Nut Farm, that's completely different. Don't ever go there.
And definitely don't Google that either.
Yeah, don't Google that either.
Okay, we always have these. We need the chat to decide.
These technical.
There's three gentlemen. Rules. 3 gentlemen in the chat. Johnny Blaze says Knott's. Ralphie said Not Berry Farm, and Mike.
Yeah.
Headshake TV got it right. So he got Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm.
Well, I feel like until we really iron out the rules and make them airtight, we'll go with Headshake because the proper spelling and.
All right, Headshake. Congratulations, man. Just text me your address. I don't have it written down, but we got another Care Bear Pez dispenser. Send it right to you, man.
I love Pez. We just got a case of it. Not with the little things, but we just got the whole bunch of Pez candy.
According to my stupid rules, it has to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist, saying, okay?
SeaWorld.
Imagine having to work with me at work.
Oh, man.
Shamu.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, and MG, I'm sorry. We need to play GTA 5, you Muppets. We made MG spend hundreds of dollars just to be able to play GTA 5 with us. And we haven't played yet. What else did I see? Trains, Planes, an Automobile would be a fun watch party.
That's a Thanksgiving movie, isn't it?
Yeah, that would have been perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Thanksgiving all the way.
Those on pillows.
Anything with John Candy's usually
usually
a good movie. with Uncle Buck. The Great Outdoors was another one of my. I don't know why I remember watching that so many times as a kid.
This is classic movies. You know, Armed and Dangerous is a classic John Candy movie. If you've ever seen that movie,
can you name any comedic actor today that kind of is on their level?
Hey, Johnny.
Not really.
Boy,
really?
Drive
Right?
safe,
No?
man.
No, yeah, I
No.
really not off the top of my head.
Not really.
Yeah, those guys are a dime a dozen, I guess, right?
I mean, maybe the younger generation will come up with something, but
Yeah.
nothing that I would be interested in.
Yeah, I mean, like Will Ferrell was kind of. I don't know if I would put him in that class.
No, you know what? Will
And
Ferrell
is he really even the newer generation? I don't even know if he would be
not
considered.
really, but you know what the problem with Will Ferrell? Will Ferrell was Will Ferrell in every movie. It was just Will Ferrell. It was just
Yeah, honestly, that's
whoever he
100%
played. It was
true. He plays himself in every.
Yeah, it's just him.
kind of like
you
Jim
know?
Carrey was back in the 90s.
I know, but
Yeah,
Adam,
yeah.
Adam
Carrey's is Jim
Sandler
Carrey
is
is
the
Jim
same in
Carrey.
every movie too. Like
Mhm.
some of these guys are the
Yeah, but
same.
think of it. Even when Jim Carrey played the Grinch, he was still Jim Carrey.
Yeah, and the Riddler and Batman.
Yeah.
If everyone forgets
And
about
Even,
that.
even in the Truman Show, where it got really serious and stuff, he still played himself.
Yep.
He was still goofy as.
Well, let's be
all-
honest. I
The
mean, the
cable
guy,
guy.
the guy is
Okay.
a character of himself.
Oh, yeah.
in a way,
What's
you know?
top Jim Carrey movie? What's the best one?
Oh man,
I like
Dumb and
Liar.
Dumber.
Liar was a good one.
Mine's Ace Ventura. First
Yeah,
one.
it was either Dumb and Dumber or Ace Ventura
yeah,
for me. I
Dumb
went
and
with
Dumber was funny.
That's that movie is.
Yeah, those are two movies that I will watch anytime that they're on TV.
I gotta
Like, you
check
watching
out
Dumb and Dumber again? Yes.
Oh,
Mask is good
especially-
too.
especially what's his name with the toilet scene. I can't get past that. It's funny
Oh,
as hell,
Jeff
man.
Daniels with
Jeff
the
Daniels,
toilet.
yeah.
You're not using
Oh
the
my
toilet;
God.
it doesn't flush. And he gave him the laxative, like a whole bottle of it.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that
Ace
scene.
Ventura 2 is probably one of my favorite movies.
What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
That's my boy.
That's actually really funny. It's underratedly funny.
Here's the obvious. Mine's Happy Gilmore. It's too good.
Either Happy
Yeah,
Gilmore or
you know,
I-
that.
You know,
I
and
was trying to-
I got to give him credit for Uncut Gems.
Sonic the
too.
Hedgehog.
Uncut Gems was a pretty
Yeah.
pretty
Billy Madison is
unique,
great.
What was that
pretty
movie?
unique one.
What was the movie he did with that chicklet from E.T.?
Oh, is that
50 First
50
Dates?
First
Yeah.
Dates.
What was it?
50 First Dates.
Oh
Drew-
yeah,
with
my
Drew
wife.
He's had
My
some
wife
weird
loves
ones.
that movie.
Barrymore?
Like The Wedding Singer, which I
Yeah.
don't
Waterboy.
remember much about. It. Waterboy was a good one.
Those are
Yeah, it was-
funny movies. You
Yeah,
know?
they are. Yeah, Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison are probably my two favorites.
My favorite Chris Farley is because it's mostly him, not David Spade. Is Beverly Hills Ninja.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah.
Hey man, it's Chris,
Oh my God.
Same with John Candy. It's Chris Farley, so you're gonna watch it, and it's gonna be stupid
Oh,
Chris
man.
Farley antics.
Wow.
Those are good movies. Actually, I
Yeah,
forgot
I'm gonna
about a
watch
lot of
those.
them. Now I'll probably watch them
I know.
on my brand new shit TV.
God, if it couldn't make Gal Gadot look good, what do you think Chris Farley's gonna look like?
At least it's
Yeah.
not 4K.
No, you know. Oh Lord,
Yeah, Tommy Boy, Black Sheep. Yeah, those were two.
Tommy Boy, that was a
Two
You
good
can
great
sit
one.
through any of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I live in a van down by the river.
Is there free Wi-Fi in your van?
Cokeheads. I don't know if he's making a joke of what was the downfall of Chris Farley or
Uh-huh.
Do you remember? Does anybody remember that time when he came in and he took
Coneheads. Okay.
and he
Type of-
carried what's her name out of the David Letterman show? What's that girl's name? Oh God, why can't I remember names anymore? Is it because I'm just old and feeble now?
We're getting old.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, Sarah Jessica Parker. She was doing an interview with David Letterman, and he just came in through the back door, and he just picked her up and carried her out, fireman style, and just
Farley did.
yeah. He was
No.
he was all coked up and shit.
I did not know that.
And she just went along with it. She just got carried out into the hallway.
Well, what do
and
you
everything.
do? I mean, what do you?
Yeah, what do
respond to
you
that?
do? Like,
Yep, those are all watch party canon. Although those are good movies, though. I feel like if we're gonna do the full effect of it,
we got to.
How can you make fun of those movies?
We got to
right?
do Fantastic Four, guys.
No, the movie we started watching a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are going way back. Airheads with that an Adam Sandler movie. What was it?
Airheads, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I forgot he was in
About that.
Coneheads. He was like real young in those movies. So
Yeah,
Jesse,
people
this
in Coneheads
this
came
clip
out.
you sent me with the Thanksgiving, it might be a good way to end on.
Oh
How long was that thing?
This is it's 9 minutes. It's like 4 balloons that just had just a terrible day at the parade.
Terrible day.
So if we wanted to reminisce about disasters.
Was this yesterday?
No, these are classic disaster balloons that there's 4 of them
2 days ago, I
that
should
sticks
say.
in people's
Sorry.
minds, especially the last one. The last one is the most horrific. Talk about nostalgic. Remember the Pink Panther?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's another. How about the Pink Panther movies with Peter Sellers?
Yeah,
That's
right.
another episode in itself. Barney had to be one of them.
They remember this guy was supposed to stand up straight, but they couldn't get him up. They just,
The look on his face is like,
even he looks scared to death. Like, look,
He's having a problem.
yeah,
He's having back
God,
issues.
the guy there blowing the whistle like it's going to do a damn bit of good.
I know.
Guys, get it under
Yeah.
control. The 10-story tall kite, like it's going to do what it
it
wants.
got cut, but one of his legs kicked the crowd member and knocked about 3 people down. But it got cut out of there.
We could laugh if there's no gruesome injuries,
Not yet. All right, now keep an eye on the Nutcracker here. There's going to be somebody that's going to come up and try and save it. They're going to save him now. Watch. You're going to see it in the lower corner, coming from the left of the screen to the right. Watch. Ready? Keep watching. Here he comes. Going to save it. Here it is.
Wow! Some guy trying to be the hero. I got this.
I got it.
You don't.
You don't have nothing.
That's it.
I mean, you're at the mercy of Mother Nature when you decide to do stuff like this,
Yep, that
Those floats
Nutcracker.
are-
God, he almost looks sad.
Here comes the worst one in
Yeah,
history.
yeah, this is the
Remember this one? He
This
gets.
one.
Look, he even knows he's waving goodbye. He knows.
Bye, everybody.
He knows. Bye, everyone. It's my final day.
I was a scumbag.
Yeah, for years.
I didn't like those damn kids anyways.
That's it.
It's over.
Oh, look out.
I don't think I would want that job to be a balloon wrangler.
No. You
No.
can do it, Mike. You'd be all
I
right.
wouldn't. This is
Like
the
Steve,
fun.
you can see here, so much could go wrong.
Yeah. Watch this. This one part where the one girl is trying to save the other girl. Hang
Things
on.
are starting to go
Yeah.
awry.
Watch this. Look. She's getting picked up.
I'll sit on you.
Look, yeah. I'll hold you down.
Stand on my head.
This is not the time for this.
What we do in the privacy of our own home. Oh.
We have a job to do. Stand up.
Oh, God. Ridiculous. Pull harder.
Oh, here he comes. This is it. Oh, wait. He's had enough.
See, a string looks like it snapped on his
It
hand,
snaps, yeah.
or else they let it go. They couldn't contain it anymore.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Now they're losing it. Oh, my God.
Oh,
The insides are on the outside now.
oh. Look at him.
He said his goodbyes.
Yep,
Yep, he said. He knew he was doing.
that's it.
The worst part now is when the cops all come in and just stab him to death. Horrible.
Like
The
unload
kids had to watch this.
The horrible horror movie. Uh-oh. God, look at there's nothing there. He's got nothing.
I wonder if there's ever a point, like, do they ever take the weather into consideration, or they're doing this no matter. Well, guys, we're expecting high winds today. Like the skipper taking the minnow out. Like, guys, there's a hurricane coming. Like, you sure you want to go?
Well, actually, Barney did change this whole thing. Yeah, now there's a restriction on how big it can be, how far it can be up in the weather. So yeah, this changed.
I mean, really, like, if you think about it, if this thing deflates and comes down on a crowd,
oh yeah,
it'll be it'll get nasty.
Come on.
Yeah.
Well, now he turned into Godzilla. What can we say?
Yeah.
And think of the kids, man. They're looking at this. They think this thing
like there's kids there that came there just to see Barney.
Yeah.
He's my favorite. Yeah. Oh no.
I mean, how do you explain this? What's for the Barney?
Kill the bastard.
And then they'll jump on him once, and they just start just doing a Michael Myers on him.
Well, you gotta,
Oh, and then here we go. Wynn's like,
Here
let's just have some fun with these guys.
Here it comes.
This is where you see, this is where you see the ugliness.
Yeah, this is
viewer discretion advised.
Here it is now. Here they go. They're gonna climb up the leg.
This is it's where you have a conversation. You have to have the conversation. That conversation with your kids.
Mommy, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Well, they're stabbing him to death right now.
What did Barney do?
What do you mean? What did Barney do?
They're just hacking him to pieces.
He got out of control, and now he has
to be put down.
Consequences, yes. He had to get put down.
They're all screaming still.
Oh no!
A rabid dog.
He goes the head.
Now he's roadkill.
That's it. Yeah, he's a roadkill.
Yeah.
You look both ways before
you know how much the police enjoyed that one.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they loved it.
Yep.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's great. I don't know if I've ever actually watched that whole clip from start to finish. There's a video on YouTube. I think it's titled "The Day That Barney Died."
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, the day he died, or the day he was killed. I think, or something like that.
Oh, saying Barney went down faster than action.
The day Barney was massacred.
Down faster than action, man.
Wow.
Get MG all stirred up.
The Barney massacre.
Action, man.
All right, gentlemen. Anybody have anything else they want to bring up? It must be that time. I have a visitor.
Oh wow!
Yeah, almost went the whole episode without. I forgot about that.
I'm trying to talk myself into the Star Trek right now.
Don't do it.
That's a lot of money.
Wait for next generation.
I know what's. It's because we only have till 11:30 to get in on that first order. Like there's just not enough time to decide on this.
I know. Yeah. That's the thing. That's why they know what they're doing.
It's just that Enterprise on the topper. Like that's what I'm looking at.
That is cool.
I mean, you could always reskin it too. If you got it for a good price.
Yeah. Stock Jock's trying to be the voice of reason.
I won't. I'm just saying. I just like the topper. It's the Enterprise guys. Like I don't forget
what
the cast.
What Enterprise is it though? It's the Enterprise from 2009.
I know, but it resembles. Yeah. You know what? It actually resembles the Enterprise from Star Trek 4. It's got that blue. There's enough blue on here where you can trick your mind.
Yeah, Kevin. That's what we had mentioned earlier.
That's too much money to trick your mind.
I know. I'm just saying.
That's the thing.
Make ad games.
That's a lot of money for that.
The problem is my dad would have loved Star Trek, and it's just like I want to get it because of that, and it's just there's just not enough. There's not enough there.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a lot of money to buy something you're not completely sold
Maybe they'll hear it. Maybe it's just a render. Maybe they'll
I
change
hope
it.
they will. I hope they'll
Mm.
hear it. I hope they'll
You know.
understand.
There's always a
that
chance, right?
that what
I mean,
they're
look, they
doing
moved
is
the
wrong.
coin door, right? Everyone complained
They
about
did.
that. They moved the coin
I
door.
didn't
So-
even. I'm oblivious. Like I didn't even notice that when I saw it in Chicago. I was just so happy to see that the 4K because we didn't see that in Cleveland, Mike.
No, they
I,
did
I
not.
wanted to see the Addams Family so bad. So maybe that nostalgia just from that trip. Maybe that's what. Maybe I buy because of that. Maybe I go with the Addams Family because I saw it. We made the trip. We all got it on video, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
If I was going to get it, I would get the Adams Family,
Don't
but
listen to hot
I'm not going to
reviews.
get it right now. It's just too much for me right now. And I'm not even sure how it's going to play yet.
Right.
Don't listen
It's
to hot
gonna
reviews.
play like trash.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is they
Especially
can
if I
add-
buy it.
Here's
That's true.
my problem with the pinballs is they're saying, well, you'll get this game, you'll get these 18 if you get this one. We're all gonna be able to play the same games on this thing.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
the skin, guys.
What do you want to
Yeah.
look at when you're playing it, basically?
right,
Right.
right.
And there's gonna be a
I
lot of
don't
others,
want to
right?
look at. I don't want to look at Star Trek 09.
Oh,
Yeah, Star Trek: The Next Generation, or even Star Trek: The
Yeah,
Original.
Like
series
that's what
all
like
day.
they know. And see, this is the thing. At Games knew because everybody's been talking about it. They knew that everybody wanted Star Trek: The Next Generation, and we all just
had to
assumed
know
it was going to be Star Trek: The Next
Yeah,
Generation. It's not.
You laughing? It's,
Man.
yeah, if you're buying a raffle, give stock. Let him buy them for you.
I don't know if I could get that upstairs into this room. So the pinball is going in this room. This is the whole thing. So
Where are you
something
gonna
like
put it? Where are you going to put it, Phil?
okay, so there was a desk. So we're gonna have two countercades right here. I'm just waiting on the stand. Originally I was gonna put it right here. There's an opening right here, guys. Perfect spot. I can actually get this. This is bad. Not only can I fit a pinball right here, we can get another arcade one up right next to it. So I do have that, but that has to be.
That's going to be Smash TV.
That's
Right?
what I was thinking. Robotron Smash TV, maybe.
I don't know about that, but it can be something that if you buy a new one, I could take one from that room and put it in here. Like you don't want to sell just to sell. It's a lot of work.
yeah.
Anyone who's sold knows that. You're dealing with people saying they're going to come over, then they don't.
Yeah, but you know
Or
what?
they lowball you when they get there.
Yeah, but see, now it's starting to spread through your house. It's like the invasion of the body snatchers.
It already has, Jesse. I got a
Yeah,
couple in the
yeah.
basement. I got Golden Tea
I
in
know,
the
me
back
too.
room.
Me too. Yeah, I'm not judging. I have it too.
I just if I can hold on to most of them, I will. I don't want to get rid just to sell because we're not going to make anything. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You're giving them away.
Mm-hmm.
And
Especially
Kevin-
if you upgrade them, you might as well just don't even
I know.
put more money in these upgrades, and
Yep.
you're not going to get them back. So
No, you're not. You're
you know.
no matter what you upgrade in it, you're still
Yeah,
your
like-
ceiling's
like-
probably $250.
like the
maybe.
Buck Hunter behind me here. I mean,
Yeah.
that marquee now is over $300 just for the marquee alone, and
I know,
nobody
you have
would
to
think
care.
you're gonna
Right,
get your
you
return
have to
for
hold
that.
on to that.
Yeah.
You have to keep that. Just I mean, look how good that marquee looks. We always
Yeah, the
we always,
marquee-
we always say that.
Amazing.
Yeah, you'll take a huge loss if you
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
whole thing. You'd be lucky to get $300 for it.
Well, it's like-
Exactly.
Nobody
Like,
appreciates
I felt bad for Phil. All the work you did for
that.
your
It
NBA
was
Jam.
content though. It was cheap add-ons. The only thing I lost out on was that topper. I should have took the topper off because the guy who bought it, he didn't have a clue. And it's going into some rental timeshare, and he's got all arcade one-ups. They're gonna
God.
trash this thing. It's just
Mm,
I should have never bought that, guys. I saw how they pulled it out at Best Buy. It was shrunk wrap. It was an open box. I should have bought Shack Jam at that time. A year ago today, a couple of weeks ago, it would have been $4.99. I should have just bought Shack Jam then. It's my own fault.
yeah. Live and learn.
But now you got the Countercade and GI Joe's.
It's got to
Oh,
stay
yeah.
for you,
be
right?
coming, and it'll be just as good as if you had the Shack Jam.
It will.
Same games.
It'll be great. It'll be great
Same-
to have. I
same
can't wait.
games.
It's I recommend anyone who's got a Countercade, stop by GI Joe, pick up that stand.
Yeah, it's a great way to upgrade them. It really is. especially with the coin door. The coin door is gorgeous. I mean, that little
Yeah.
coin door lit up.
Speakers, the
Perfect,
holes for the speakers, that because
Yeah.
you know it shoots
That
from
was
the
that was
bottom.
a smart. That was a smart.
Man,
was
he did a
smart,
good
yeah.
job on that.
Yeah, the coin
that was-
doors were cool, like scale accurate. You know, three. He
Yep.
was calling it 3/8 scale or whatever it was.
Mhm.
But Pretty slick.
He can make, so you can see that's an iArcade stand right here. He can make something that length, and that's what we were talking early. But I think I don't want to spoil this. But you buy that initiative stand from him. I think he's gonna have a kit down the road of just putting that on top of something else, and you can make that waist high. So
Like
I
a
think
riser.
Oh wow,
yeah, I think that's his plan. I didn't want to push him. because
Countercade riser.
nice.
that's not what's on his site right now. So I think his plan is he's got the basic, he's got the pro, and then there's going to be an XL stand.
I'm going pro all the way. Pro.
Nice.
That'll be cool.
for a modest appearance fee. Yeah, what's he cost? His rates are going up.
For everyone in the chat, anyone watching this on the replay, we need to find Stock Jock a Marvel Superheroes countercade. So if Target, keep your eye out and just try to message him on Discord once Target restocks, because I think what's going to happen is
We're going to restock on Cyber Monday, aren't they?
It's just going to be randomly. Like you're going to go on Target, you'll see it's available. Keep
If
your
I
eye out.
knew that, I had one. I gave it away a while ago. I would have given it to him.
What did you think of it when you had it?
I liked it. I really liked it. Yeah. But I was just getting so many of the.
Well,
I got all of these, and then I had so many of those, and I was like, I had to get rid of some stuff.
It's allegedly in stores right now for pickup at Target. It's just not available for online for delivery.
Oh, is it showing up? Because it's not. I gotta get out
It's
of
showing
this.
up. It's showing up available to be picked up. Like if you want to go buy it. I mean, in
I
store.
checked this morning. Yeah, I think it's regional because I am not getting that. I mean, you and I. How far? What are we about? 3 hours apart, Zod?
You know what? It's I don't know because this is pretty far for me. It's in Streamwood, so
yeah, I think I'm not showing that. So you're gonna see the Ms. Pac-Man and the Marvel Superheroes both at. So like right here. I mean, right here you can see this was sold out. Here's Ms. Pac-Man. I got the video playing up here, but you can see that. Get it nearby, so you can still pick.
Yeah.
These are gonna just randomly show up. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm kind of agree with Kevin a little bit.
Come on, man.
Maybe not so much the XL, but I like the stand-ups.
I know, but I needed something for right here.
Oh yeah, no. I
For me
understand that
personally,
point.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
No, but I gotta have.
poo-poo
I
on
mean,
them or anything.
we're doing. I mean, spoiler alert. We're doing a show in here. I gotta have something behind me, and so you're gonna see two countercades. The Marvel's just on the floor, just waiting on another riser to show up. But
I agree too with the projector kid. I mean, I have no wall space left for a projector kid. I'd have to put it on my refrigerator at this point.
Not gonna lie, I haven't fired mine up since we played it in Cleveland.
But that was a good use.
That
was a good use for it.
It was
guys,
perfect.
I'm not playing all my arcades either, but I'm playing NBA Jam right now because I haven't played it for so long.
And you love that countercade. It's a great countercade.
What does it take? 12 minutes to play a game? Same with Blitz. If I'm working out, I'll turn Blitz on quick and I'll play a quick game with the Packers, and I get my fix out of it. It's a lot of work to go in the arcade, commit to something, power it on, and be like,
I know.
That's why I got into the my arcades and stuff. Like I could just sit in my. I have an office with a really comfortable chair. I just sit there and play with those a lot.
Yeah, fire my arcade up. It's a process. Now it's getting cold, so I got to get the space heaters going. I got to make sure I don't catch the house on fire.
Shoot, sometimes you just want to sit on the recliner. Like I'm tired. I don't know if I want to go upstairs and play a game right now.
Yeah.
But it's easy. Like right now, we end the show. I might just play.
Turn around and go play a game.
I do every time after the show. That's what I do because everything's on. I'm here.
Well, and plus we're all in the mood to play. We're all in the mood to play arcade games after this show. It's just kind of transition.
I always do. I'll spend another 2 hours in here now after we leave.
Oh, not me.
So
If I
you
don't
got
get the Christmas
Mike. You're going to be
decorations down
doing.
today, I'm in trouble.
You going to be doing any more PS4 stuff?
Eventually, yeah. Maybe not
I
tonight.
just dragged mine out and I just said it because I haven't played it in so long. So I dragged mine out and so hopefully maybe
Your
the next time you
PlayStation.
do it.
You
Yeah,
have Grand Theft Auto.
yeah.
Oh, do you?
Mhm.
Well, we
Yeah.
got MG wanting to join in. So then, yes, we will definitely have to make sure we do that.
How many
If we
can
can get a
play
whole
at it?
crew of people together and play.
How many
that
can
would make
play?
it- I mean, I think, I think the lobbies are like 36 people or something. So we could have.
I haven't played it in a long time, so I gotta have to kind of catch up on it a little bit because
Sorry.
I seen you playing. I seen the guy get on that. What the hell was that? The motorcycle? That freaking hover cycle?
Yeah, oh yeah, it was me.
I
Yeah,
had that
there's
in
some
there.
some serious
I was like,
upgrades
that's
since you last
cool.
played it.
I got to get back on this.
And
Yeah, so
and
I just set it up.
the trolls they just fly around in those things and you could lock on to anybody and you just sit there and fire missiles and
Oh,
just
that's
kill people
cool.
without even it is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I just set it all up. I haven't turned it on, but I just got the new headset and I set it up in the office. So yeah, I can just lay back in there and play.
Maybe
with you.
at some point here in December before Christmas we'll have
Okay.
to
Yeah,
have another.
we'll
We'll try to
something
stream
together.
it. I mean, if not, we could just do it without streaming
Yeah.
and just to,
Oh yeah.
to have
Yeah.
fun and play anyways.
Cool.
He said I owe MG. I think he spent like $500 to try to be able to play with us. So
Did he really? Oh geez.
maybe not that. That's being a little. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but yeah, he was having a lot of trouble trying to play with us, and he finally was able to do it.
Yeah.
But
we'll try
it
to
was
get it together.
Thanksgiving weekend.
It'll be
It was
fun.
kind of Well, it will be.
All right.
And so before we go, I did want to mention this one thing. I'm getting I'm on the brink of 500 subscribers. So, and I'm not one to like celebrate, minor accomplishments or anything like that. But 500 subs is like the first big YouTube milestone.
At first
So,
threshold, yes.
Yeah, when that happens, I do want to show my appreciation to everybody who's been a part of this. I mean, I've only been doing this for not even a year yet. So I am going to, we're going to have some sort of giveaway when that happens. I got a whole pile of stuff that I've been buying this week. So like Black Friday stuff, I've been buying a bunch of stuff.
We
to
asked
give
you
away.
if you bought anything and you said no.
Well, I didn't want to like spoil the,
Well,
it's
you
not
could
going
have
to
just
be
said, yeah, I
anything
picked up
major.
some.
Like there's no KI cabinets, we'll save the big stuff for another day.
KI cabinets.
Well, what are you at right now? What's the number?
God, I don't know. Sorry, I'm unprepared as usual. 453, so it's less than 50.
Mike needs
Less than
47 subs.
Yeah, 47. Come on, we
So,
can get that. We can
when
get
that
that over
happens-
the weekend.
Yeah.
Right, I should.
Yeah.
There will be a bunch of giveaways. Like I said, I got a pile of stuff back here.
We need to think of
a raffle off.
We need to think of a video for a conspiracy arcade one-up video that Mike can put out, and that should put him over the top.
It'll boom.
Anyone's
Yeah.
ideas or anyone in the chat? What do you think?
It just catapult me right over there.
Yeah.
So that I just wanted to announce that for anybody who's watching on the replay. Or
How about
anybody that's
an
here, like the guys that comment and show up and all that. There will be.
We'll have We'll have the next celebrity that promotes our show next week. Will mention the 500.
Oh, there you go, Zod. Yeah, talk to your connections.
Yeah,
let's do that, and let's do it. How about this? How about an At Games video where change of plans are giving us next generation? Just let's make like a four.
I could do something super cheap.
But once the video starts, just speculate. Like, well, they haven't officially announced it, but it might be coming.
Yeah. That's true, Kevin. Oh, and I do enjoy doing them. It's just that whole thing with time, It's just, if I had more of it.
Yeah, so if anybody watches on the replay, sometimes we don't say it as much, but if you're watching on the replay and you haven't subscribed, just click that button.
To everybody.
Give
Yeah,
us
to
a
everybody.
Definitely.
Yeah, to everybody.
Honestly, I'm not a self promoter. You know what I mean?
No, but we need to
said,
get Mike. We need Mike at 500
accomplishments, unless they actually mean something. And 500 actually is a milestone.
Yeah,
and the next one will be at 1,000.
He could start a drama. How about you and I How about we pretend to not to be friends for a week and we'll do it?
I mean,
yeah, you know
yeah.
that seemed to have worked for some people. I mean,
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I hope we don't ever have to stoop to that level. But
No,
you
I'm
know.
just kidding. I'm
No.
just being
I
a
know,
smart ass.
I know, but the sick part is that it would probably work though.
Oh,
If
there's
they
no doubt
thought there
about
was
it.
there was thoughts of beef and drama, it would bring in the
Yeah.
eyes.
Drama brings it in.
Yes, it does.
I thought he was cool, but I found out he was a scumbag.
Yeah, I found out he was a scumbag.
How about I go to
He doesn't like X-Men after all.
I'll go to McDonald's. I'll get a bacon, egg, and cheese bag, and then I'll say that bad guy Mike Worley. Man, what a
Yeah. Have you ever
scumbag."
seen his channel?
You
Subscribe to
gotta,
his
get
channel.
you gotta get a McRib.
I don't know if I could eat one. I
I want
honestly
one now.
don't know if I could do it.
Why?
I actually had one. A couple days after your video. Actually, I think it was your video when you mentioned that the McRib was back.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
I had one for dinner that day
Oh,
because I
geez.
was like, you know what, Phil's onto something.
No, I didn't get it yet, but oh god, I'm hankering it. Like
I'm not a
crazy.
huge barbecue sauce.
I'm not either. I'm not
Ooh,
either.
I don't
I
know.
am. I'll put.
But when you mentioned it, I was
Oh,
like,
listen. If I'll put barbecue sauce on roadkill and eat that crap, man. I love
Ooh,
barbecue sauce.
Sweet Baby Ray's or something like that.
Yeah. Oh man, I'll be right on that road.
Scraping Barney up off the.
Yeah, scraping them up, right?
I thought he was my friend, but he was just a scumbag.
Oh, he was.
I'm
Damn
pulling up I'm gonna find a clip to play for Scumbag. I swear it's gonna be Pee Wee Herman's
it.
freak out word of the day, and every
Hey.
time that's a mention,
Yeah, we should.
we're gonna play it. I'm gonna do it. That's what
Mike,
mission.
do a foodie. Go to McDonald's and eat a McRib. Let's do a food review. See what happens.
McRib. I haven't had a McRib in a long
The thumbnail
time.
just like hold that in the
I
like
love
center
that.
like here's your
And
thumbnail.
then
You're
a
holding
sandwich
it.
with your hand,
You're like,
gripping the
The
sandwich.
McRib
like
is
football.
back! Exclamation mark.
Barbecue sauce all over my face.
My wife thought I was nuts. I told her, just try it. She says, I don't know. It doesn't look good. I said, try it. This was years ago. She says, oh my God, how could you eat that? It's disgusting.
This is
What
even real
is it?
meat? We don't know. Like, I mean,
I don't
We
know.
don't know what it is. That's
It's supposed to be pork, but
It's like
I don't know what it is.
it's like soy. It's like some sort of soy that is like
tofu. Who knows?
granulated tofu with like
It's something. Yeah, it's some chemical.
All I know, I
concoction.
remember it being really good. So,
Yeah, I love it.
chemical
which
meat.
means it's probably terrible
Yeah.
for you.
I mean, I've been doing good. I've been losing weight, but the holidays are here.
was
I'll get
good.
Yeah, you gotta. You're right.
It was good,
Exactly.
though.
Now's not the
It was
time of
very
year to
good.
be watching what you eat, right?
No.
Hey, what isn't good? I mean, everything we eat. I mean, this isn't good for you. Yeah, whatever.
Right.
I mean,
Unless you're just
come
sitting
on.
there munching on celery
We
and carrots
gotta
all the
we gotta
Yeah.
live.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
If the McRib takes me down, then
My mom,
there's worse ways to go.
It was-
Right?
That's what it was meant
So
to be.
Yeah.
my mom made me an apple pie for Thanksgiving. I ate it for breakfast today. So I mean, it's just guys.
Dude, I've done
Really?
that before. Like, oh, that looks so good in the
Oh,
fridge.
wow.
Just eat it right out of the dish.
I have one too. I haven't opened it yet. I went into the coconut cream pie, and oh my God,
It's a good breakfast, you guys. You pull it out
It's
of the
apples.
fridge.
I mean, it's cinnamon. I mean,
it's sugar. Get
Yeah.
you going.
It's good for you.
I
It's
mean,
good for
yeah,
you.
you
Yeah.
can
It's
waffle
different than
somewhere
eating a
with that one.
donut or something.
hmm
I gotta get better.
well, New Year's, right? After New Year's.
Yeah, let's make
Yeah,
a,
we'll do that. Yeah, that whole fake
Go through-
resolution.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, we'll go through it. Nostalgia power resolution. If we're all going to
Hey,
get in
that's-
shape, we're all
that's
going to
a-
eat healthy.
Yes.
By
Yes.
the second week of January, we've all given up already.
I gotta that'd be a good commercial break for you. Like you're working out, you got like the sweatband on and stuff. That'd be fun.
And then you bite
Yeah.
into a McRib.
Bite into it. Yeah, I was just saying,
Oh, you can't lose weight, guys.
two Big Macs coming in.
Hey,
What's up,
Quarter
Quarterdeck? Yeah, we're still
Deck, how you
going.
doing?
I'm gonna write that down, Phil. That's a good idea. Commercial. Yeah, actually,
You're writing down Phil. Good
Hey,
idea.
Quarter
Scumbag. McRib.
really quick. Quarter Deck got the Yoga Flame for $349, 105 Kohl's cash. Are you still thinking about Class of 81 Deluxe? Because you know what, you're still getting the $15. So if you're gonna get it, I do it today or tomorrow while you're still getting that cash from Kohl's. and then you put that towards something else. That's not bad. I mean, would you pick up a deluxe for basically take $100 off of that $399?
Oh heck yeah,
It's not bad.
be hard to
See what
turn
Kohl's
down.
does is they throw this in our face, and then we keep going back and back and back, and it's like watching YouTube. You go down a rabbit hole like Kohl's.
Mm-hmm.
True. Have you ever been on YouTube?
YouTube.
You ever been on YouTube and all of a sudden, like, did you ever doze off and then wake up and see what's on YouTube? You're like, how the hell did I get to that?
I know.
What is that?
Or when it says, when it's like Netflix, so like, are you still watching? Yes, I don't need to be judged. I am still watching this.
Don't need to be judged.
Thank you for making me feel like a loser.
Are you
today.
sure you don't want to go out and do something? I'm sure.
Oh,
I work all week. Can I just sit here and watch
I know
something?
exactly. Like
Yeah,
sometimes
just leave me
vegging
be.
for a few hours is a good thing.
God.
All right, guys, what do you think? That's pretty much a wrap, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
it was a good show.
Almost 2 hours. It's almost lunchtime now for
A
some of
damn
us.
good show.
Yeah, exactly.
Time for that McRib.
That's it.
I know. Now you're
Well,
making me
just
hungry. I
don't-
haven't eaten yet.
don't lose out on the Kohl's cash on the big payout, though. Like let's do a quick speculation. What do you think is going to happen Cyber Monday? Do you think the prices we've been seeing stays and it's just like a continuation of like Prime Points, Kohl's cash, or do you think we see lower stuff?
I would like to
thinking
think
you're
so.
going to see lower stuff after.
I'm with you on that. I think
Yeah,
Kohl's
After,
I
we're
think
going to see
after.
lower stuff.
like, if you hold out past Cyber
Yeah.
Monday,
Yes,
then you might.
It's
I
just the
think-
game.
yeah,
I
they
don't think
want to
Cyber
pull
Monday is
everybody
going to
in.
change anything. I think it'll hold
Yeah.
steady throughout the weekend. But
Yeah.
maybe you might be onto something, Jesse.
Yep. I would hold off for the next week after.
I'm
Cyber
not
Monday.
buying anything this billing cycle until I know for sure. Just in case something does drop, I can only get one thing. Got to be choosy.
Make sure it's a good one, right?
Yeah, make sure.
All right. Well,
thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
everybody. Thank you, and we will
Thank you.
see you next Saturday, same time.
See you same time.
Take care.
Sit, Ubu, sit.